Good evening, everyone. This is the result of the international marathon devoted to the benefit of the whole world and to the tranquilization of the heart of the people. And so this difficult time is for our spiritual goodness. We read wonderful chapters. Everybody is amazed. And now it's the summary of the day. As we said yesterday also, we ask this Prabhu also to participate with us. He likes to sing Bengali sacred teachings, bhajans. This is like delving into the meditative prayer state, and I'm glad to present him again and tell a little bit about his service to people. He's a very a spiritual person. He has been practicing spirituality in Vaishnava tradition for 25 years in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, Madhava Sampradaya. His spiritual teacher asked him once upon time to go to Bengal, to Bangladesh, and he lived there for about 6 years, and he was practicing monastic life, and he absorbed all this goodness. He just put a lot of mercy on all this Gaudiya Desha or Bengal, and today he is live here today with us, and maybe he can tell a little bit about the bhajan he is going to sing. And then there will be the translation and the explanation, and after I will read a little bit of realization that people sent us. We are very grateful to the participants who does it. Let's ask Krishna Misha Prabhu, please give some mercy. Hare Krishna. Good evening to everyone. Today we are going to sing one of the bhajans in Bengali language. Bhajan means the prayer in the form of song. Saints and other people from ancient times and even today, they gather together in cities and villages. Even if in cities they have less time because of the duties and TV, they gather together and they read the holy scriptures and discuss them, and they get the joy and inspiration in it, and they sing songs, ancient and modern, written by the saints of the past, or this kind of prayers in the song form they sing. Today, let's sing a very famous bhajan. Govinda Das Kaviraj, one of the saints, some hundreds years ago, he was the devotee of God Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He devoted his life to serving God, and he is giving teachings in his bhajan how to serve God. This is prayer and teaching at the same time. If people will listen, they will hear teachings from God, how to use our life and for God, and so that guy makes his care about us. Bhajao means worship. Mana means mind. There are Russian words for mind that you can see the Sanskrit roots for it. Bhaja, in the Russian language, there is the instrument called bayan. Before, all the instruments were used for singing for God. So it means, dear mind, delve into the remembering of God. Only like this you will be able to become fearless in this world. We will sing, who knows, just sing together. And also later we will explain what we were singing about. This is one of the God's name. Just surrender to the lotus feet of the God. That's how you will be able to become Abhai, fearless.
Srinandana Abhaya Charanara Vindore Bhajahure Mana Srinandana Abhaya Charanara Vindore Durlabha Manavo Janamo Satsange Durlabha Manavo Janamo Satsange Taro ei bhava sindure Taro ei bhava sindure Bhajahure mana Srinandana Abhaya Charanara Vindore Shidayata Bhavata Varishana Edino Jamine Jagire Shidayata Bhavata Varishana Edino Jamine Jagire Bipale se vino kripana durjana Bipale se vino kripana durjana Ajahu hari pada nitire Ajahu re mana Srinandana Abhaya charanara vindore Hey Dana Javana Putra Parijana Edyagiyache Para Tindire Hey Dana Javana Putra Parijana Edyagiyache Para Tindire Kamala Dala Jala Jivano Tala Mala Kamala Dala Jala Jivano Tala Mala Ajahu Hari Pada Nitire Ajahu Re Mana Srinandana Abhaya Charanara Vindore Shravana Kirtana Smarana Vantana Pada Sevana Dashure Shravana Kirtana Smarana Vantana Pada Sevana Dashure Ujana Sakhi Jana Atani Vedana Ujana Sakhi Jana Atmani Vedana Govinda Dasa Vilasure Bhajahure Mana Srinandana Abhaya Charanara Vindore Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chaure mana Sri Nandana Abhaya Charana Jai Jai Sri Nandananda Sri Krishna Bhagavan Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Sri Harinaam Sankirtan Yajna Ki Jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Vajaure Mana Sri Nandanandana Abhai Charana Ravindare. Только так можно стать бесстрашным в этом мире, предавшись.
Only like this you can become fearless in this world, by surrendering to the God. Being born in the human form of life is a very rare thing. If we are in the human form of life, we got this gift. It's important to use it in our own interest, and it's important to end all the suffering and to go to the spiritual world and to surrender to God. That's why it's said, while you are in your body, start communication with saints. Only like this you can cross the ocean of the material existence. Shita means cold. Shita atapa means heat. So means wind and rain. Day and night, I don't know, I don't have, I'm not tranquil because of the constant worries and constant changes in this world. All my life you're trying to reach happiness by serving uselessly. To whom? To greedy, thrifty, vicious people who are using you in this world of exploitation. For what? What for? Just in order to enjoy a little bit of happiness, slight happiness in this world. Chapala means like dimming.
Flickering.
Just for a little time. For a very short happiness. You gave yourself to this useless service and you use your precious human form uselessly. What are you expecting from this life? What do you expect to the happiness to come from? Where are you searching for your tranquility? Where are you searching for the in the young and healthy body and children and kin? You hope that it will bring you protection in this world and riches and youth, and you are very proud that you are young and you can turn the mountains upside down. You think you're young, it will be like this forever. You're just wasting your precious time by chasing this mythical happiness. It can end any time. You also hope that children and your relatives will help you. During the moment of death, who will help you? During the difficulties, who will help you? What is the point to search for protection in this world? Because life is like Kamala Dala Jala. Life is like the water on the lotus leaf. So life is just trembling like a drop on the lotus leaf. It can just slip any moment. We see how it happens. Sometimes a person thinks, everybody dies, I will not die, I'll still have a long time to live. Somebody dies and he says, bad luck. He just passes the cemetery. He said, oh, how many people were unlucky. I'm alive and I will live for a long time. Any moment, it can happen any moment. That's why worship God. Worship the feet of God constantly. In which way to worship? Govinda Das Kaviraj here explains how you can worship God. There are ways in the Holy Scriptures that suggest the holy people and sages according to the wishes of God. Shravana Kirtana, listen about God, listen to the holy names, just delve into this nectar. Search for the nectar where it is in the very, it is really is, not where it is something strange and you cannot really call it nectar. Shravana, listen. Delve into the listening of the stories, of the holy names, of prayers. That's how he will manifest himself. He will manifest himself in front of you and he will come to lend a helping hand to you. He is always waiting when you will start to pray and when we will be fed up with suffering here. Tell to the people who ask you about the sense of life, meaning of life. Remember God, remember His games. Remember how we were discussing it. Remember about His qualities of God. There is the endless ocean of qualities. He has all the best of the qualities. Worship. Do puja, the ritual. Consider God your best friend. Surrender to Him because it's the only good protection and the only place where we can really feel ourselves protected and calm in any life situation. So Govinda Das is suggesting, please don't waste your precious human life in vain. In any moment there can something dangerous happen. The ocean, it's the dangerous ocean, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. There is a danger on every step. Where can we find our shelter? Govinda Das suggests us to start service and make your life perfect. Go back and be with God and don't have any other suffering. And according to your possibilities, tell to all the other people about God and about how they can end our material existence. That's how God is always ready to come to help, to explain how we can end with the suffering in this world. We must accept these teachings for our own spiritual progress and tell the others how to tell it.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu, for this nectar of delving into the spiritual reality that just makes us go away from this world and makes us see, makes us awaken. The only wish to change and to go to the spiritual dimension already will give us the unmeasurable benefit, and it's just a question of time when it will all happen. Thank you very much. Let's read something together, something that our devotees and the participants of this marathon are writing us. Maria Malых. Thank you very much for the organization of this marathon. It's the first time that I am coming across Chaitanya Charitamrita, and I don't understand many things, but I feel very strong influence. Usually I plan very many tasks for the upcoming day, in order not to have idle mind. As soon as I have boredom and idleness, my mind already goes to material pleasures and the standard tamaguna. That's why I write myself many tasks on purpose, as many as physically is impossible to do. Thus, in the first day of the marathon, when there were honorary guests, I connected to the live streamings and I started doing my things at home from the list, and to my surprise I managed to do everything I had planned and even more, because all my thoughts were all about Krishna. In that day there was a lot of Krishna and a lot of time. It seemed that I lived several days in one day. This is such a... Marina has such a realization. Thank you very much, Marina. Lyudmila is writing. Mirkova. Today, from this chapter, it's the indescribable happiness. I want to read it again and again. I want to read the purport to the 8th chapter again and again. And then she's writing... This realization is not the reason for pride. Even unconscious listening to Chaitanya Charitamrita. During one of the morning readings, I was listening to it through the headphones, lying in bed with my child, and of course I fell asleep. I just want to say that it was quite cool in the room. I was without the cover in order not to fall asleep, but still it happened. But still the voice of Valmiki Prabhu was in my ears. After some time I woke up and I found out that my clothes are very wet, and I was all sweating and I was very hot. This had happened before. This inconsistency between my body temperature and the room temperature was when I was reading japa for a long time. And now I came to the conclusion that our subtle body gets cleansed a lot. This is it. Prabhupada was saying that even the walls progress. Here there are some questions. Elena Mironova also is writing. I thank you for the tastiest reading. The days before, I was just falling asleep, not feeling anything. But today, some stories from Chaitanya Charitamrita brought me into ecstasy. I noticed that I am not tired anymore. I'm reading, chanting Mahamantra before falling asleep. I don't want to waste time. And also the attitude to my tasks has changed. It's very good. There are also some questions. Please leave them for tomorrow. For the moment when we will be communicating here, I will be trying to answer them, because we have just 5 minutes left, and I would like to draw some conclusions of today's reading. Again, it's very good that we are all doing it all together, and it's good that the taste, many people start feeling the taste. I even feel it on the distance that people start getting the taste, and it's only the beginning. We're only starting to delve into this. Today we touched again the mood of Krishna and Radharani, that is the mood of God Chaitanya. And most of the people got most impression from this chapter. Talking to God Chaitanya in this way, probably it's exactly for us, this talk, so that we are eavesdropping we're listening to this talking, God Chaitanya knows everything because it's Krishna. Ramananda Raya also knows everything. He says that Krishna is teaching to him, but Ramananda Raya is the close consort of Krishna and Radharani. And they are talking to the benefit of those people who will listen to them and who will eavesdrop on them. And today we got this mercy, and now we will try to concentrate on this mood anywhere, whatever we will be doing. This is exactly the state of mind, of focus of mind on something high. And then many other useless little petty things will just disappear from our lives because we do many things mechanically. They're just coming to us because we want that. It was saying that what is the price? It's our strong wish. When we don't wish anything for God, then we will have to wish it for ourselves, and we see how different plots of life are happening. It's just the fruit of our own desires that we want. Even if we don't want anything, it means that we wanted it in the past. This reading is just refreshes our memory and purifies our heart, and it's connected to the God directly. And Srila Prabhupada has the main teaching to all his students and disciples: please read books. He's asking and pleading us, please read the books, because they change our conscience very much. And this is the whole point of this marathon, that if our conscience will change at least a little bit, we will be able to influence the whole world. Thank you very much again, everyone. Thank you, Krishna Mishra Prabhu, for today's spiritual, artistic manifestation and streaming. I hope that it will happen time to time during our marathon. Thank you very much to all the participants. Thank you very much to all who puts a high value on this time of our life. As Krishna Mishra Prabhu has just said, you need to use your life not in vain, but for the purpose you're designed for. And now we're using all this time purposefully for this marathon. Suddenly all the useless things have disappeared, and we are very glad that we have a possibility to just go into it and to worship God. We're trying to turn our mind towards remembering and worshiping God. Let Krishna Mishra wish us something and bless us, and then we will stop our live streaming. You have to switch on the microphone.
Он не включил микрофон. Включить микрофон нужно, Кришна Миша Прабhu. Ну, похоже, там какая-то техническая.
It seems like there is some little technical pause, glitch. Thank you, everyone, and tomorrow he will come again and also put his mercy on us.